Hey everyone, Nicholas here and welcome back to another video on Crippled Tech. Today, this video is gonna be me showing you the BIOS settings that I changed and explaining why I changed them and what it does. So I just got done shooting the BIOS update video that I just did. My hand is really tiring because I keep holding the phone and the tripod like this. For the rest of the video, I'm gonna be shooting at the monitor to show you all the stuff that I changed. So yeah, because I'm using the rear camera of my phone and I have no idea how the framing is actually right now. So let's switch to first person view. So this is the first screen that you see when you get into the BIOS of this Gigabyte motherboard. The model name right here, I don't remember. So when you first get into the BIOS, everything will be in the default setting because I just updated the BIOS and I have not changed anything yet. So everything is in its default value right now. And the first thing I do is go into the smart fan utility and configure all my fan curve first. I configure my fan curve in the BIOS. So the CPU fan, I turn it to full speed because it's connected to the pump of the AIO. So I run it at full speed all the time. So I apply it and I applied it first. So F10, save it, and then it will reboot. And then I have to go back into the BIOS again. I'm mashing the delete key on the keyboard. Okay, now that the CPU fan is running on full speed, let me just configure all the fan curve for my other fans and I'll be right back. Let me just set the camera. Okay, now I've done configuring all the fan curve for the system. Now the first thing that I changed after the fans, the memory profile, which is XMP for extreme memory profile. So what this does actually is when you turn this on, your memory will run at its advertised speed. So the memory I have is advertised as 3600 MHz, but the default speed is actually shown right here, 2667 MHz. So I turn it to XMP profile 1, DDR4 3600, and then these are the timings right here. I just turn them on, and then now I go into advanced mode, and then I go. Let me just find all the settings that I change. So after that, I go to precision boost overdrive, which is PBO. Actually, this is PBO version 2 for AMD CPUs, which is the auto overclocking feature for AMD processors. PBO 2 is actually just for Ryzen 5000 series, which is Zen 3, so which is what I have. I changed it to advanced, and then the PBO limits, I disable the PBO limits, the override skies, auto write, the curve optimizer. Before that, the max CPU boost score override, I override to 200 MHz, and then the curve optimizer, I turn it to all cores, and then negative, basically undervolting it, and I leave it at 0 right now because I haven't tried to tune it as much, so I'll just leave it at that. This is where I will tune it when I start to overclock my processor, so stay tuned for that on a future video. Okay, after the PBO, I go into advanced CPU settings. I turn on the SVM, which is virtualization. So I enable that, and then I think that's pretty much it for the tweaker over here. Let's go to settings, platform power. I don't think there's anything here. I/O ports. Right. Bifurcation, I turn it to all above 4G decoding. I enable this feature, and then resize bar support. Auto, which enables it, and then that's basically miscellaneous. Anything is in miscellaneous. TPM is already enabled for future Windows 11 upgrade. CBS, there's nothing here. Overclocking. Yep, I already tuned this. Yep, I think that's pretty much it for my BIOS settings change. So now I just hit F10 to save everything and then confirm. And then what I do is I get into the BIOS again to save the BIOS settings into a profile. So in an event that I need to reset the BIOS, I can load the profile right up and apply all the settings I just changed. So into advanced mode, to save and exit, I save the profiles to profile 1, which is empty. Keep in mind that this profile resets every time you update the BIOS. The profile doesn't go across BIOS versions. So I have to do this every time. And then I just save it as the processor name, 5800X, OK, profile saved. And then go back to the simple mode, well, easy mode actually. And then I can save and exit, and then it will boot straight into Windows. And that's pretty much it for the BIOS settings video right here. Thank you very much for watching, and if you learned anything or if you enjoyed the video, leave it a thumbs up. I'll very much appreciate it. And share it all over social media so we can grow our community. Thank you very much for watching, and subscribe to Crippled Tech for more tech content that I'm gonna make real soon. Next video I think will be on my laptop. I think it's gonna be how I clean my laptop. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next time. Yeah, whatever. Bye!